Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. No music this time. I got the laptop filming out the window. What up, Mental? What's going on? That was some dope artwork when we crashed, when we raided your channel earlier. We seen your artwork earlier, Mental. What up, Q? What up, Brenda? How you doing? How you feeling, Q? My internet been out like the past 3 or 4 days. How are y'all feeling? I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. I was in the Flintstone age for like 3 or 4 days with no internet. It was like 82 mile per hour winds in Cleveland. These is Palo Santo sticks, in case you're wondering. I appreciate you, Mental. Taking a break from making it cool glass work. I'm doing great. I can't complain. Brenda, how you doing? Besides it being 26 and it was 76 like 2 days ago. But luckily, I'm blessed and I don't have to be out there. So that's a blessing because that's crazy going from 76 to 26. Ready to send the glass, then the nameplate. Okay. I got your email. I'm gonna look through my gallery and make sure I connect with you. I appreciate you doing that for me. All right, Mental. Thank you. I was diagnosed with MS in the fall of 2015, but I know I got it when I was 14 from a severe spinal cord injury when I was playing football as a freshman. I did an 8-yard hitch route, TDK, and I caught it and looked over my shoulder, and the fastest player on our team was running full speed at me and hit me in my back. I got off the ground, but I knew something was wrong with me. I asked the coach, can I go in the locker room? And I laid on the bench for the rest of practice. And I never felt the same after that day, but my young body healed around my injury. I was limping for like 2 weeks, TDK, and my young body healed around it. And I was blessed enough where I didn't have to be in the condition that I am now from the age of 14. So look at how blessed I am, y'all. I could have been I use a walker. I don't know if y'all can see if you're new here, but I use a walker and I have to use my arms and my hands to stand up. But look, I'm still in a good mood. I'm still, proud and blessed to be here. I could have been in this condition from the age of 14 when I got like super blasted in my back from an 8-yard hitch route. All y'all football fans out there know what a hitch route is. I did an 8-yard hitch route as a tight end, and this was in practice too. And the fastest dude on our team hit me in my back, and I was never the same after that day. But I'm blessed. I could have never got off the ground that day. You know what I'm saying? I got up showing everybody I'm tough. I could take a hit. You know how you are when you're young. But I was like, uh-oh, something is wrong in my head. But I didn't let nobody see it in my eyes. And I got off the ground and I asked the coach, could I go in the locker room? Just got proven that you have, and you were told like 5 months ago. My best advice is to keep your head up and try to switch your diet if you're not really eating a healthy diet. And alcohol is super bad for you. So please, 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 like I'm begging you, please, if you drink alcohol, please stop, because I celebrated my 40th birthday and I drank alcohol, and I was eating sugary snacks and drinking coffee with a lot of sugar in it. And I couldn't drive like 3 or 4 days later because of the nerve damage that I did, because I was 8 months in being a vegetarian, and the party person in me wanted to celebrate my birthday, and I kind of threw that to the side, and I'll always regret celebrating my 40th birthday drinking alcohol, eating sugary stuff like candy, and drinking coffee with a lot of sugar in it, because I went from being able to drive, taking myself to appointments, to having to be at the house homebound. And I don't mind sharing that with y'all. Hey, what's up, cuz? How you doing, Lafita? Peace and blessings. In 1989, I got hit by a car and damaged my spinal cord, and cuz me having leg problems and spinal pain because of the infusions to my legs, I'm still walking around. I'm still hurting after that. I'm sorry to hear that, Danny. I'm sorry to hear that. And I hope that, you can stay in a positive mood and try to salvage your quality of life, because that's what I did. I knew, everybody was telling me I wouldn't be able to walk again. And I'm a big dude. I'm 6'6", like 245. So you can imagine how it feels, a person of my size, to think I'm gonna have to use a walker. My first thoughts was like, man, I'm gonna be looking goofy with my big old blade, walking around with a walker. But that was the devil. I cast all that negative energy to the side, and I remain positive, and I don't let none of that stuff get into my thoughts no more. I remain positive no matter what, because I'm reminded every time I got to get up, because I have to go like this, to get up. I know, obviously, because I use a walker, but I have to grab my legs and put them in position for me to be in the best position to get up out of chairs and stuff. But I'm still in a great mood, y'all. Every time y'all ask me how I'm doing, what do I say? I always say I'm doing great. And I ain't gonna let nothing get me down, because like I always say, if y'all wasn't here, I could have been like this since the age of 14, because that's when I got hit and had spinal damage. And I always felt it in my back, but my young body healed around that injury, and I was able to have a relatively normal life up until about 38. So please don't feel sorry for me. I always look at kids that didn't have a chance to even get as far as I did in life and enjoy like traveling and doing cool stuff. So, I always look at them and shoot, I'd be tearing up looking at kids that's going and suffering through stuff. I'm doing great. How you doing, AI Jones? I always got to say, is Brooklyn in the house without a doubt? That's me to fam. Yeah. I appreciate you sharing your life with us too. I like how you took us to the chicken and the waffle spot. And I was in the bushes watching, not typing, I was eating earlier when you was talking about how when you was young, you used the milk powder to stay young looking. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for the encouragement. I gotta say, is Brooklyn in the house? I think that's cooler than where Brooklyn at, even though that's cool too. But yeah, I know y'all love Biggie so much. So like somebody saying it cool and it being Biggie, that's like the better saying. Is Brooklyn in the house? That's why sometimes I'll play like the Bone Harmony song, the Ruggish Bone, the end of the song when the singer is saying, Cleveland is definitely in the house. I can't sing like that, obviously, so I ain't gonna try to do it. But if you're a Bone Thugs and Harmony fan, you know what I'm talking about. He said it's all good either way. As long as I'm bigging up Brooklyn, I could fit right in. I know a lot of y'all lingo, and I respect y'all. The New Yorkers is tough, and I like y'all culture. What up, Axel? How you feeling, Axel? I appreciate y'all feeling me. Last time I didn't charge it all the way up and ran out. I'm not no sponsor, but I had to buy these for emergency from Instacart. But if you're in the market for some clippers, these are real good. They call Launch by Wall. These probably like my 10th pair of clippers I done bought because I've been shaving my head bald since my 20s. And it's my first cordless kind too. So if you're in the market for some clippers, I suggest these because they be making my hair look like butter. Like Tribe Called Quest. Like butter, baby. Rest in peace, Spice Dog. You was gonna sing that? That's my favorite part still. That song will never get old because I was so proud of them because they put us like really on the map, especially with the hip hop. Like the R&B people had already put Cleveland on the map, which Leverts and the OJs. It's a whole bunch of singing people that came out of Cleveland. But for them to like go to California and rock with Eazy-E, that was cool. Got to come up with a theme song for Lafita. She out in the city of Wynn. She be having the cool, all the cool stuff going on in the background and all that. So I know she'll be coming up with something like a theme song if that's her type of thing. Because you had the cool Batman and Black Wonder Woman on the last one. Before you wiped the camera off, people were telling you that it was it was blurry, and then you wipe the camera off, and that background it looked real good. I'm gonna have to really dive in and start learning about all the different stuff to make the channel a little bit better instead of just doing regular videos. Especially making some cool thumbnails. Yeah, she hits you with the cool stuff, and she hits you with the with the spiritual stuff too. So you gotta love that. I like to balance mine out too. Got a phone call? Okay. For the kill. I'm ready to get healthy with the juice. I want to try to get on the trampoline and flush out my lymph nodes. Well, I ain't gonna say try. I'm gonna get on a trampoline. I ain't tried yet, but I've been watching and been hearing that you can really flush out your lymph nodes with rebounding. And I know my movement is limited, but I'm willing to try like as much as I can do. What's up, Bunker? How you feeling? Yeah, the daughter trying to track and field using the trampoline. Nice. How's today treating you? Step on and off. Yeah, yeah. You know I'm ease into it. That ain't nothing that you want to just be going wild at. I don't want to be laying on the floor. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna ease into it though. But anything that'll help reverse this, I'm all about it. Thank you for helping me too. For all the beard people out there, I don't know how y'all do it when y'all don't edge the top right here up. Because when I have hair hanging over the top of my lip and I'm eating, that shit is so irritating. So I don't know how people do that. But I mean, to each his own, right? I'm gonna try to go with the highest beard possible, Q. Keep it up here. I'm gonna try to get in your club, Q. You see it was down here, but I want to be in this club. It's gonna take a little while to let that grow in. Yeah, I'm gonna keep lining it up right here and try to let it fill in like full right here. I ain't never had it like that high. This, even this right here is the probably highest that I've had it. I was going like chin strap. But most of my life, I just wore the goatee. I didn't wear no beard until I don't think I grew out a beard until like 2014. I know people like, man, we want some music in the barbershop. I got the laptop looking out the window, filming all that crazy snow. That's what I'll be using to play the music. I had to give y'all that ASMR live today with the buzzing. Good old ASMR. Everybody got. You tell me. You gotta try harder than that. Come on. How you doing, Sharp? I'm doing great. How you feeling? Catch you late and wanna in the market for some clippers. These are the kind of clippers I'm using. I'm not getting paid, but these are like the best clippers I ever used. And they cordless. And I've been bald like since 23. I'll tell why in one of my stories coming up. Well, not stories, but videos. It's great to hear. Cutting your hair is like juicing. 10 minutes to do it and 40 minutes to clean up after. Appreciate y'all for coming through at the barbershop. Yeah, Palo Santo 6, in case you wonder. I know people like the music more. I had the music back next time. Is it even? Is it even? Thank y'all for coming through. Let me see what time it is. 9:30. Might get back on a little bit later. See how my energy feels. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna let it grow up here. That's why I didn't trim it down here, in case you was wondering. Trying to let it go right here. About to get out of here though. I'm live out the window on the laptop. If you want to look at the snow falling, if it's still falling. Thank y'all for coming through. And I appreciate your support. Hope you're having a great night or morning, afternoon, evening, no matter where you are in the world. Thank you. And I'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace and blessings.